Olympic qualifying round 2, and it is this one. 8 teams lining up by 400 meters. 2 more spots available for teams to celebrate a passage to the Olympic Games. And Australia have Harrison Hunt on their anchor leg. There's their lead-off runner, Luke van Ratingen. And for them, they have made a team change from yesterday. They brought in Cooper Sherman on the 3rd leg. Venezuela, the South American champions, will go in lane number 2 with Javier Gomez, Ryan Lopez Para, Julio Rodriguez, and Jose Mayita. South American champions just outside Australia in 2. Some team changes too for Trinidad and Tobago, and a change of order as well. Asa Guevara will lead them off again, but Jareem Richards moves from the anchor leg onto leg number 2. They bring in Shay Lara, and Shaquem Mackay moves from leg 3 to leg 4 for them. Timothy Frederick, the one stepping down. Netherlands will go in lane 4, and they field the same lineup in the same order. Eugene Amala, the debutant here at these championships, Terence Agard, Ramsey Angela, and Lee Marvin Bonavacia for the Netherlands, the Olympic silver medalist in this event. Yasmani Capello, former global medalist. Of course, Capello, he will go on the 2nd leg for Türkiye. Kanachi, Aksam, and Nazia completing their lineup. Canada, well, there he is, the World 800-meter champion, Marco Arup, once again is on the 2nd leg for them. They make a change. They don't have Christopher Morales-Williams, their exciting young talent. He's not in this team for them this evening. The French had an injury issue yesterday. Thomas Jordier pulled up in the previous round yesterday, so therefore, consequently, he's not fielded the world silver medalist in lane 7, looking to complete all 5 teams through for France, and Brazil will go on the outside with Luca Carvalho, Lucas Villa, Vitor Di Miranda, and Mateus Lima for the South American silver medalist, completing our lineup in lane number 8. So let's meet your team. All set then for the last opportunity to book passports to Paris in the men's 4x400 meters relay. Villa, Lucas Villa, and going to hold off France. The crowd enjoyed that one here in the Bahamas. It's Brazil and Trinidad and Tobago who take the final spots available in the men's 4x400 meters. They had to work for it, but they get the rewards. Brilliant last home straight, Daphne. 5 teams probably in contention coming down the stretch.
Yeah, it was a great race to watch that, because it was, from the beginning to the end, it was so close, and yeah, you can see it.
Well, we'll talk about the Netherlands in a minute, because the Netherlands men's 4x400 meter team, the Olympic silver medalists at the moment, will not be at the Olympic Games unless they can qualify in the 2 remaining positions that are available through the world rankings. You'd expect them probably to be able to do that, but they would love to have guaranteed it here. Terence Agard just was sat down, actually. He's limping quite heavily, as you can see there, away from the finish area. So it was a hard leg for him, but it's the Brazilians, Lucas Carvalho, Lucas Villa, Vitor Di Miranda, and Mateus Lima, the South American silver medalists, who finish with the joy here in the Bahamas. Trinidad and Tobago, well, it was the leg from Jareem Richards, Daphne, which really propelled them into contention. He ran a brilliant 2nd leg, Richards, and it was a good tactical change from the Trinidadians, because they moved him onto the 2nd leg from the anchor. Therefore, as a result of that, Richards gave his teammates the platform to seal their flights to Paris. You can tell the finals are coming here. The lights have just gone down in the stand around us here, as we see changeovers here for the second leg runners to head out, and that was Lucas Villar. And Brazil never really looked back from that first leg from Lucas Carvalho. You see Terence Agard is really working hard here for the Netherlands, fighting a problem obviously, but really a team man, Terence Agard, and that's why he's gone up a bit gingerly there, a crashing fall.
Yeah, the problem with his shoulder, I think. I was watching, like, he was falling down on his shoulder and he had to pain his shoulder, so I don't know exactly, but it was after the race. So
seeing the final leg runners heading out here for Brazil.
Very strong performance from Brazil, like from the beginning to the end.
Lima had room to celebrate. You can see the grimaces and the determination from the teams in behind. Australia might have a little look back actually at how that third leg was run from Cooper Sherman, but this is that desperate battle down the home straight between the world silver medalist France. Desperately, Theo Andon just couldn't find a way past Trinidad and Tobago. Shaquem McKay seeing them through. So as a result of that heat, the Olympic silver medalists and the world silver medalists currently do not have a place at the Olympic Games in the men's 4x400 meters. Brazil, they let it out from the start and they saw off the rest. Trinidad and Tobago had to see off strong.
The men's 4x400 meters relay at the BTC World Athletics Relays in the Bahamas became a defining moment of the Olympic qualification process, combining pressure, precision, and elite execution. As the third and final heat of the qualifying round, this race carried enormous weight. With only a limited number of Olympic places still available, every team on the track knew that a single mistake could end their Paris 2024 ambitions. Australia, Venezuela, Trinidad and Tobago, the Netherlands, Türkiye, Canada, France, and Brazil all lined up knowing there was no room for hesitation. From the very first leg, the tempo was aggressive. Australia set the tone early, pushing the pace to control positioning and avoid traffic at the break. Venezuela and Trinidad and Tobago responded intelligently, keeping close contact without overextending. The opening exchanges were clean for most teams, but even small inefficiencies began to show, a slightly wide baton pass here, a moment of hesitation there, and at this level, those margins matter. As the race moved into the middle legs, the Netherlands began to reveal their true strength. Rather than reacting emotionally to early moves, they executed a disciplined strategy built on rhythm and balance. Their second and third runners gradually increased the pressure, closing gaps smoothly and maintaining momentum through the exchanges. While other teams began to show signs of strain, the Dutch quartet looked controlled, efficient, and increasingly dominant. The third leg proved to be the turning point. Canada and France attempted to respond with bold surges, but the Netherlands absorbed every challenge. Their runner carried speed through the curve and down the back straight, creating a visible separation that shifted the psychological balance of the race. At that moment, it became clear that this was no longer just a battle for qualification, it was a statement performance. By the final exchange, the Netherlands had full control. Their anchor received the baton with a clear advantage and ran with confidence, composure, and authority. Behind them, chaos unfolded as multiple teams fought desperately for the remaining qualifying positions, each stride carrying Olympic consequences. The Dutch anchor never looked threatened, extending the lead and crossing the line in commanding fashion. This race perfectly illustrated why the 4x400 meters is often considered the ultimate team event in athletics. Raw speed alone is not enough. Success demands trust, timing, tactical awareness, and the ability to perform under extreme pressure. The Netherlands delivered all of that in one complete performance, dismantling a strong field and confirming their status as a serious Olympic contender. In the end, this heat will be remembered not just for who qualified, but for how the Netherlands did it, calm under pressure, flawless in execution, and dominant when it mattered most.